Well, hello. Hello to all you beautiful people. Shout out to CV. Hi, CV, and I Heart Ketchup in the stream. This was all CV's idea. He said, "Hey, you doing any design streaming later?" And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. So, this is to make up for the past couple weekends of no design stream. And, oh, look at you. It's Fajita Phantom. All you wonderful, beautiful people, thank you for being here. My name is Eric, also known as Trekkieb47, and I've missed doing these design streams. I've really missed it. So what I'm going to be doing is, this was my original idea the previous couple weekends ago with what I've been wanting to do, and it's relevant now. Even more so because they announced the Lightning Collection figures for it. Well, it leaked. But Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was a six issue miniseries. Five issues. And Teresa B, there she is in the chat. My lovely wife in the next room doing homework and stuff. So yeah, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Boom Studios did a comic crossover, which was a 5-issue limited miniseries, and spoiler alert, was that the Ninja Turtles morphed into the Power Rangers. And I've done all of the previous Power Ranger helmet designs in the past. There was a previous t-shirt that I did, and this is also a bonus for patrons of Ranger Command Power Hours Patreon, and for anyone who supports the channel on Patreon there. We've had a sticker perk on there for helmets, and I'm going to show some of those off on the design stream. And what's going on with that is that, I'm going to turn down the desktop audio a bit. If it's too distracting, let me know. Or if you can hear it. Okay. So, yes. So for Patreon, there is a sticker perk where there's a new helmet design or two every month. And I have fallen a bit behind on that, but because of Twitch and because of the design streams, I've got plenty to design. And one of the ones I wanted to do that's more relevant for the comics and the toys coming out. Okay, thank you, CV. Yeah, it's sometimes hard to balance that. Good thing I have the audio mixer in my Stream Deck OBS. So as long as my voice is coming through more than the music, that's what I want. So, yeah, Power Rangers helmets. The Ninja Turtles are a different beast altogether with their morphed forms. So we're going to take a little journey through the reference. And I'm going to show you guys some previous designs. So I've already got my template. I've got all of my guides. Whoops, which my guide should be locked. And I'm going to go to the desktop screen so you guys can see that better. Okay. So this is a template I have that I set up. I've got a blank version with my helmet template already set up, if you can see that. Hopefully that's not cutting, my video's not cutting off anything. Vince, are you safe? Because I know you've been hit by some pretty bad storms in Texas. I just saw a video of that. It's pretty insane. Vince says, I'm doing okay. We got a boil water notice now. Pipes have burst around me. I've had power. Thankfully, my area hasn't lost power somehow. I'm okay, just hoping the apartment doesn't flood. Dude, that's insane, man. Please be safe. Thank you for even joining this. Thank you. Yes, CV, the TMNT Rangers are wild. So I'm going to show off some past designs. So let me hide the guides on these. So here we've got the Dark Ranger. The Dark Ranger obviously was from the Beyond the Grid comic. Did not make an appearance in Dino Charge. And so this is the sticker design for that. The Drakens sticker, this was this is like version 1 of Draken, Lord Draken. So that sticker was already produced. I also did one for Ranger Slayer, which was already produced. As well as Samurai Ninja Storm, that has not been produced yet, but you can see I was going with a Beyond the Grid theme for that. And then I did a Solar Ranger, but my... I think I had a linked... Let me... Why is this so wide? Okay, remind me later. I don't know why this panel is so wide. Okay, that's better. So yeah, I had a... I guess the Nebula picture isn't here. Yikes. Alright. But you can see that's a little bit of my design process. I've also done the Hyperforce Rangers. So if I go to... I know I did... Oh, I also did Zeo Ranger 2. Zeo Ranger 2 yellow. So we're gonna do... I'm gonna do the Turtle Rangers now. Let me... Alright. So... Yes. Yeah, definitely, Vince, we hope everything goes well, and if you do need anything, let us know, please. Alright. So, Ninja Turtle Rangers. What the F do we do that? How the F do we do that? So, thankfully, I keep reference images. And for the crossovers, I've got Ninja Turtles. So, I do have plenty of shots. Oh, come on. I know I saved pictures of those. Because there were some concepts floating around, and I know I saved those. There we go, concepts. So, where did the Turtle Rangers go? I know I saved those. I might have to bust out my... Oh, you know what? I know where they're at. So, Little backstory. Oh, we got Hollywood Zach in chat. Hey, brother. Hope you're doing well. So I do have. Oh, what? Whoa! What just happened? Lyco666, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for following. So I am, well, Ranger Command, we do get press copies from Boom Studios. And oh, Critical Role. When does Critical Role start? So I do. So Ranger Command. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. So Ranger Command, we do get press copies from Boom Studios, and I know that, like our press copies, I know for the soft cover collection, I believe they did the concepts. Yep, there we go. And I do want to do the Green Ranger Shredder helmet as well. I think that would be incredible. But what I really want to focus on is the Turtle Rangers. And this is kind of low res, but we can work with it. So essentially I have to come up with like a head-on view for these, and I have to take original elements from the original Rangers. So got to do a bit of problem solving. I'm going to screenshot this. No, I don't want to do Dropbox. So my first goal, whoa. Can I crop that? All right. Oh, well, whether you're joining for Critical Role, sorry, I can't compete with them. But I'm not trying to. Alright, so I need to figure out the base helmet shape. Again, that also means I'm going to need to bring in the original, my original designs. So let me do that. I just had it too. All right. So for reference, I'm going to open up my main one. Yeah, Lycos. I'm doing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles MMPR graphics. So if you've seen my previous 136 heroes, you know what I'm all about with those. And I've since done like Hyperforce Rangers, I've done Solar Ranger and a few other designs. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab these guys right here. And I'm going to bring those into there. So the trick is... Oh, I wish I... Can I crop this? I'm going to bring up Photoshop real quick. No, these aren't pixel helmets. These are full-on Illustrator, so I can blow these up to whatever size. It's not pixel. So these were my designs from like 7 years ago from We Love Fine. I've illustrated every single one of these. I was one of the winners of the We Love Fine contest, and my shirt was made official merchandise for Saban Brands. And it was actually 119 heroes. So my first one was for Megaforce. So that's when they did the preview. So my original design. So this was the original one, which was updated. They changed things around, but this was the original design. And then later on, I went to add like Super Mega Force and Dino Charge. And I still need to update it, obviously, with some of the newer seasons. But I'm slowly working my way through that. So, yeah, all of these were my original designs. And in fact, my Shadow Ranger emoji is partially based off of this illustration. So, trust me, I was doing this years before other people were doing this and before this became popular. So, probably at some point I'll sell the t-shirt designs again, because it seems like Hasbro is super lax in catching anything. I mean, people are throwing Power Ranger designs every which way. So, anywho, enough with the backstory. Let me grab these one more time just to make sure. And I'll save that for later. Well, the thing is that the Ninja Turtle designs are going to be wider. They're obviously the turtles' faces. So this template is not going to work anymore. But I'm going to use elements because they do use these Rangers. And we're just going to update it. I just need to find a better like front image. And I swear Simone DeMio threw up better versions of those concepts. And so I'm going to have to find it. Alright, so let me just take one more picture of this. I might have to check on Simone's work. I swear I saved a clean version of this. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to throw this as a reference layer. Jordan Scott. All right. Oh, thanks. We got Jordan Scott. Lyco says, I suck at doing digital. Would love to digitally draw my Rangers. Regular pen and paper has to do, though. It's just another skill. It's another skill and another practice that anyone can try and anyone can do with enough time. I've been doing graphic design for a very long time, so... And I'm still learning new things every day, because if you're not learning, you know, what's the point? Let me check Simone. Because I know there's a better, and I swear I saved it. Yeah, here it is. Where the heck is this from? These concepts. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Yeah, these are perfect. Why are these not clickable? You're kidding me. That quality sucks. Yeah, this is what I want. I swear I had that saved. These types of streams are a great idea. Really glad I was able to catch this one live. Hey, welcome to They Call Me Red 94. Yeah, these are the ones I wanted. But I swear I had them on Ranger Command. And if so, I just don't know where I saved it on my computer. Yeah, there we go. What the hell? Well, just go to my own site, I guess. I'm just going to save these in my Boom folder. And I thought I did before, but, you know, whatever. What can you do? Not the concepts. I want to go to my crossovers folder. Oh, what's going on? I Heart Ketchup, thank you for cheering. 100 bits. Thank you so much. Inching ever closer to that second bit emote that I'll have to design. All right, these are perfect. This gives me a way better reference to base everything on. And you can go to rangercommand.com. God, was that already a year ago? That was already a year ago, folks. Wow. Wow, that was a freaking year ago. God, where the hell is the time gone? Seriously. Seriously, where has the time gone? Oh, you know what? I probably saved those in my issue 4 folder. I bet that's where they're at, because that was the first appearance. All right, let's load these into Photoshop. Not Photoshop. I'm going to load them here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a new layer. I'm going to expand this. So I'm going to do the art layer. And then I'm going to add the reference layer. And that will be my template layer once I get everything loaded in. So I'm going to place these images. All right, and this is perfect. This is perfect. So you can see that the turtles have a different style of helmet than the regular Rangers. Of course, they're a lot wider to fit their turtle helmet, as well as they have red eyes, and there's no lips on the mouth guard. So it's actually more in line with the movie Rangers in a way, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you can see the differences. So everything is stretched out. The proportions are way more stretched out, and you can see, at least in this one, you can see that there's almost like a visor cut out here, which will become very handy when I start to illustrate these. And so all of my stickers have been straight on. So the challenge for me as a designer is to make that symmetrical one side. and almost like in my head turn to what this would look like. And you can see all the visor shapes are pretty different. And it's like that here. I'm gonna have to modify quite a bit. In fact, I may not use any of these elements because they've been exaggerated here. So the goal is to create almost like a universal base outline. And actually, I may borrow from this just to see the proportions. So let me edit, paste in the front. So that's my typical Ranger base helmet, and like for some of the wider ones, like if you look at the Spirit Rangers, and this is by far my favorite helmet design of all time, and actually that needed to be fixed, but we'll get there. That is my favorite design. So that's what I tried to do. Obviously, I've modified the shapes. And what I like to do for these helmets is have this center line. So pretty much every Power Rangers helmet is completely symmetrical. And what the great thing about that in Illustrator is I only have to illustrate one side, and then I can take that side and reflect it. And there's a couple new reflect tools in Illustrator that I want to try out. But essentially, you only have to do the work one time, and you draw one side, and because it's completely symmetrical, it will end up the same on the other side. So the goal for this design is that I have to create a wider base helmet, and you can see in the back it's more square, it's like rounded in the back but more wide and square and angular. So that's the challenge with these. Now, chat, which one should I start with? So we've got Michelangelo, we've got Raphael as red, we've got Leo as blue, and Donnie is the Black Ranger, because purple and black in Power Rangers are kind of interchangeable, as well as green, but that's another story. So I could totally do Leo, and everyone's saying Leo. He's the leader, of course. I also do like the Blue Ranger. I mean, I love the Blue Ranger. My favorite turtle is Donatello. Not gonna lie, Donatello is amazing. Let me know what your favorite turtle is, chat, because I know everyone has a different turtle that they like. Okay, so I think the consensus is Leo. So you'll see what I'm doing in a second. So I'm gonna move all my reference images. I want to keep the one of the Red Ranger, because that's gonna really inform my design for these visors. And we'll send this one to the back. Okay. So this is my template layer. I'm going to dim it to about 30% for that. That way I can focus more on the drawing. Oh, okay. So we got Donnie. Fajita Phantom likes Donnie. He was one of my first birthday cakes. I've got a really old picture of me somewhere with a Ninja Turtles shirt. And it's like, Cowabunga, dude. And it's got like the turtle holding the pizza. That animated series was amazing. All right. Actually, let me collapse this. All right. So it's almost like you need to stretch the proportions Don't worry, this is going to look a little funky at first. It looks like on all of these, it comes to a point and it's angular. You can see the angle of attack here for the lines. I actually might open one of the issues of the comic. Boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, boop. Yeah, you can see that there's like a little angle there. You know what? I may bust out. I've got it on my shelf over here. 1 second. Yeah. I'll lower the top of the head. I'll do all of that. Shadow Grid Beyond the Ninja Turtles. There it is. Alright. Because I also buy them. There's issue 4. It's just the press previews that they give are kind of low res. And I know the cover gives a way better reference as well. A little bit cleaner too. I may bust that out. Oh, actually. Oh, that's perfect. So Leo's does a good job. I'll show you guys in a second. Yeah. So I'm going to keep this for reference. Let me show you, because the main cover for 4 actually has... Whoa, what did I do? There we go. Let me bring up... Let me zoom back out. Because on the cover for 4... On the cover for 4... Let me unlock this. The cover for 4 actually has kind of like a straight on for... I hope this is it. If not, it should be the cover. Yeah. So if you look here, it's kind of a lower angle, but you get more of the sense of that. And you can see the lines here. And I know this is a different artist than Simone, but the overall concept. And it doesn't have to be accurate, but I want to go based more on Simone's designs. But this is going to have to be that, like, tapered and short version. So I'm actually going to blow that up a little bit just for a reference. I have to blow that up really big. Whee! Good thing I can do an infinite zoom out. I hope this is, like, helpful. I don't know. I hope people are interested in this. Hey, Fajita Phantom, Vince, gonna start to get ready to go to bed. I'll try to hop back in, enjoy the stream. Yeah, and you can always catch this video on demand. Alright. So, I'm gonna... I just want to knock out the basic shape first, so I'm going to lock this. Alright. Another thing I'm going to do is, since I'm basically reforming the head of this, I'm going to delete that. Always save your work, kids. Alright, since this is symmetrical and I'm changing the overall shape, I'm actually going to re-split this and just work symmetrical again. So, Alright, I'm going to split this down the middle. Whoa, that did not help. What the hell? Cut. And cut. Alright. Object on group. Get rid of this side. Alright. Jordan Scott redeemed hydrate. Thank you. Alright. So now we're working with the half of the helmet. And this is going to get heavily modified, so don't worry. Again, we want to replicate the turtle shape. And so it's going to flare out a bit. God, you know what? I should almost just completely redraw it. You know what? Let's do that. Screw it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to redraw it. All right. So pretty much see, it's almost difficult to, like, because you're essentially translating like a 2D design onto another, like, 3/4 perspective. And, you know, artists aren't always consistent with how they draw things, so my interpretation might be different from someone else's. Oh, got some splashback there. Whoopsie. Hey, anyone check out that new Mortal Kombat trailer? Pretty freaking sweet. All right. So I'm gonna start here. Yeah, with Ludi Lin, yeah, from Power Rangers fame as Liu Kang. But then they got some other guy there, and I'm like, who the heck are you, dude? All right, let me refine this shape a bit. Okay, so I want to match up this line because that's going forward, and this is a bit more pointy. Whereas here you see a little bit more of the bottom of the helmet. Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of combine the two because I really like Simone's art for this, and I want to be respectful for his version. So let's see if I can find a really good shot. Yeah, there's a shot here when they're doing the power bow or the power cannon. That's pretty good. It does seem like it's a more head on and then it's angled back. So I'm gonna have to cut the cheeks not like this. Although, you know, for Mikey it might be more appropriate. Yeah, it's more of a flat base that tapers. It's still super rounded though. And there's never going to be like a 100% straight on shot of these. But I do want a little bit more of that pointed feel. So I'm going to bring this in a bit. I'm going to change the angle of attack for this. I'm going to bring it so it's less like a cheek. Whoa, hello. Bring it to there. All right, so it's chin point. This is the point that's referenced here. And then it curves towards the back. And then you get some of this. All right, that's going to be interesting. I'm actually going to flan the top a little bit. Maybe to there. All right, I think that's pretty good. And again, like you'll see when I reflect it. So if I go to where's my reflect object reflect? There we go. Oh, what the heck? Hello. That's what I want to do. Whoa, what the hell? I didn't make a copy? Come on. Well, you get the point. It should have copied, though, which is weird. Am I doing Shift Control? There we go. Come on. And then what I would do is I would just, you know, match this in the middle. So that would be like our base for the Ranger helmet. Which I think is pretty good. It's definitely a little bit more squat, but that's just the nature of the turtles themselves and their biology. They're going to have a shorter base helmet. And you can see it's a lot more squat. I think this more represents the overall shape of the turtles. So I think I'm going to go with that. Yeah, thanks, Mikey. All right, I'm gonna get rid of that. Well, you know what? I'll keep this image. It just won't be dominating. All right, let's work on Leo. So I'm actually going to get rid of that because, again, we're doing the symmetrical design. I'm actually going to move this in closer so I can get some better details on this. And, you know, I'm not going to be using a lot of the shapes here. I might use a couple of these, but in fact, I'll bring those down. But I am improving this because, again, this is like 7 years ago. Obviously, I've learned some things. So let's get into it. All right. So yeah, once again, this is going to be more of a perspective change from what we see here. So I have to really convert this. Where was that power bow shot? Yeah. Okay. Let me show you guys what I mean here, because with this power blaster shot from 4, you can see what I'm talking about with Leo's design. So right here, like on mine, this is very much pointed, but they did take some stylistic changes with this. So the horn on here is definitely more, you know, flat on top, with these coming in a bit more. So I'm going to take a little bit more inspiration on that, because you can see here, I guess you can see it here. I'm going to move this guy out of the way. And again, these are concepts, so I have to also match, you know, what... I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to have to match what they did in the comic anyway. But for the most part, I mean, this is all pretty accurate. At least from what I've seen. And again, you know, it almost, sometimes it changes panel to panel, just, you know, based on what the artist does. So I think I'm going to go more with their initial concepts. And now I just have to, like, layer it up. All right, so let me do that. Another trick that artists like to do, and, you know, it's definitely something I could do here, is get reference points. So if I blow this up, and it's taking a 3D view and trying to convert it into 2D. So if I blow this up more to the same height, so let's say, you know, the helmet ends there, the top is here. So now I almost have like a reference point of where I should be lining things up. So if I drag my guides down, you know, obviously top of the horn there, you know, that's a good reference point here. And I'm going to make some changes, obviously, to make it flow better. But, you know, you can see, like, okay, there's where the top of my eye needs to be. The bottom of this curve. The reference point for this visor. And so on and so on. So you build these reference points of, okay, because this is the split down the middle, so now I have to think about the positioning on the sides. And it's a very, like, mathematical way to think about it, but they do this all the time for mechanical drawings, and you can see, like, I've got the back of the curve pretty much in line with all those points. And then, like, the bottom of the mouth guard. So you'll see that in a lot of like 3D views or cutaway views, like for models or cars or planes or houses or anything that's like a mechanical drawing. And you'll see kind of like those reference lines if they do like, you know, front view, back view, side view, top view, etc. And so you're just extending those points into 3D space. And please, if you guys have any questions about any of this, please let me know. All right, so, all right. I'm going to start with the... I'm going to start with the horn. So again, in the comic, a very trapezoidal shape with that flat top. Oh, I really need to turn down that. And then we're going about here. Because you can see that's the shape that I want to mimic right there. All right. Again, I'm doing like a split view. Once I make these into shapes, that's when the colors will start to pop, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's also kind of like this lower lip that we want to recreate. So I'm actually going to bring that out. Yeah, probably there. No. All right. So I want to kind of mask up the visor, and that bottom point is here, and it curves back to this point up here. So then I'm just gonna try to match that curve, because it's definitely a more graceful curve. And then for here, curves back down to about there. I may have to bring that in closer. Because now I gotta... Oh, you know what? I almost gotta do the mouth guard as well. That'll determine more of my final shape. So, mouth guard, the top of that starts here. You know what? I need to set a couple more guides. One moment, everyone. Yeah, that should be good. I'll bring that there. Okay. So now, this guard curves to about here. Then we go up to here. Down to here. I'm going to give that a slight curve. and really angle it in for that bottom piece. So then this will help me define my visor shape a bit more. Yeah. Okay. So I'm actually going to remove that and start that one again. Because the goal is to end it right about there. And then that follows the same curve, so I'm going to zoom in here. And then just follow the guidelines here. And you'll see why I'm going over that line again. Because when I need to color it, it needs to be a solid shape. And I don't want to exactly finish that line. Oh, you know what? That's not even right on the line. There we go. All right. And I can always adjust this later. I'm trying to get down the basic shapes, but Leo's visor is really aggressive in terms of that scowl look. So that's something I definitely want to keep for that. I think that's looking pretty good. Now you can see there's like this indication that there's like a segmented part that comes out because if you can see, it's like this visor, it's like the visor is like super inset into the helmet. And that's why you almost have this plane of perspective right here where the visor's super inset. It's almost like they don't have a visor at all, and that's why their eyes are glowing. But you can see there's that ridge line, and I want to keep that same style because that ridge extends back here. So I'm going to create an accent line and create another reference point. Yeah, CV. Uh-huh. So yeah, that's what they're trying to convey in this. And if you see the other helmets, it's almost different for all of them, which, you know, reflects the Rangers and the Turtles' personalities. And it may be that Leo's is a bit more detailed, but for Leo's at least, there's that added, like, his is a lot more sunken, and you can see that. You can almost see that here, where there's like, here it's a lot more exaggerated because that plane, you're facing that plane, but here with the forced perspective, you see that there's still like, there's an edge of the helmet before it meets the visor. So that's all I'm trying to replicate with this. And he said he's mean looking. Yeah, I mean, Leo's a badass. Jordan, gonna head off to bed. Thanks for another great stream. Hey, thanks for joining. I know it's a little bit late on a weekday. Thank you for joining. Catch the on demand later. And again, Jordan, thanks for everything, man. Thanks for the redemption. I Heart Ketchup, thanks for the 100 bits. Lycos, thanks for the follow. Yeah. But thanks, Jordan, and we'll talk soon. And if I don't finish this tonight, we'll definitely continue these on Sunday for that design stream. Because I'm not going to do all 4 turtles tonight. I can guarantee you that. All right. So let me illustrate this line then. And see, this is where it's going to be different, because this is a 3/4 view. This is the straight on. So when you do this, you can see the perspective shift. All right, it goes to about there. And then this one like joins here and links here. Oh shoot, I'm doing it on the wrong layer too. Gosh darn it. Pay attention. Yeah, I did all those paths on my reference layer. Alright, I'm gonna add a couple more details to this. And there's a hint of another plane there, but he really didn't detail that out. So I'll detail it out. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to move that closer. Oops. Yeah, so there's a couple points here that are coming down and connecting, so I'm going to do those. Okay. Yeah, I like that. And then this one. I was asking before in my lunchtime gaming what everyone's plans were for the weekend. I know we're still all in pandemic mode and all that crap. But you know, let me know if you got any interesting things that you're doing over the weekend. Oh, why did that connect? I did not want that to connect. It's just going to be an accent line. Yeah, that's all I needed to do. Teresa's working, very interesting. I know you're working, babe. But thank you for all that you do, seriously. All right. Now we can tackle... CV's gonna spend some time figuring out stream stuff and attempt to do some gaming. Awesome. Dude, have you streamed on Twitch yet? Because if you haven't, I mean, I'm gonna be right there for it. That sounds amazing. Alright, let's do the accent lines for this. Oh, what happened to the music? Hello? Next track? What's going on? There we go. Oh, High CV has not streamed. Little excited and scared. Yeah, man, I feel ya. Like going live for the first time, it's just such a shot in the dark. Um, but just got to go for it, you know. I've really had a blast with it, and that's really thanks to all of my friends. All my friends have really helped on that. I'm gonna slightly move this out of the way because it's a little distracting. All right, so for this, definitely here. Going up to here, arcing back here. Whoa, what happened? Hey, web guy AZ82, thank you for the follow. Thank you for joining. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for the follow. All right, and then this is gonna arc back about here-ish. And then it's gonna go up a little bit more for the eye. And then back. So that's the two planes. Now I know where to place. Had to see you make some helmets. Love your design work on them. Hey, thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. I think I did a pretty good shape on this before. I'm definitely going to modify it because that's relatively simple. You know what? I'm just going to redesign it. So if I do this, that circle to there, I'm going to do the eye curve, which begins here and then curves down here. Oh, no, no, no. It picked up. Go back. I'm just going to follow that curve and then cut this off. Actually, I said 2014 before on these. It was actually 2013 that I did the original We Love Fine designs. God, 8 years. Jeez. So you can see how this turtle is coming together. Now I need to do the eye. Whoa, what have I done? Alright, gonna save my work. I definitely would love to finish this at least one helmet tonight. All right, so that's a little bit more onset. And then come back up here. All right, so that will be the eye. Perfect. And that's the thing with Mighty Morphin, everything was a bit more centered. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at these, God, there's so much I could improve on this. Oh, that's for another time. Web Guys AZ said, I really need to learn Illustrator more so I can make some of my own. Yeah, for sure. Illustrator is a blast. I love Illustrator. All right. Horn is here and here. And here. And the bottom's there. All right. Hey, Nova Charter, welcome to the stream. I'm going to have to get some water in a bit. Let's see, how far does this come out? So this comes out a little bit farther than... Nope, don't want to do that. Bow, 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 bow. I don't like how that looks at all. What'd I do? Curve that around to this line. There we go. Yeah. Curve goes to about there. Perfect. And you'll see when it's all colored in. I'm actually going to make a thinner line for the white because it's only on the top of this helmet. So I'm going to add another Actually, what I can do is just copy this section. Copy and then edit, paste in front. And okay, now I have a copy of that line so I can come over and when I'm coloring that. Actually, I want to show more of the 3D. Oh, hold on. I want to show more of the 3D of the horns, because, yep, just as I thought. Oh, see, this is like showing something almost completely different. Alright, I'm going to have to think about my horn placement. Because this is more of a looking down angle. Oh, so Nova Charter just joined. Let me bring him up to speed. Yeah, you know what? The concept, that's where the concept differs a little bit from this. Okay, so to catch Nova Charter up to speed, I am working on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. And if I turn off my art layer, so in the comics, the Ninja Turtles morphed into the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And their shell took on the appearance of the Green Ranger shield, along with armbands. And each of their helmets became certified Turtified. So Raph became Tyrannosaurus, Mikey became yellow, and Donatello became black. So I am doing the helmet designs like I did for my 136 heroes with all the Power Rangers, which really needs an update, especially with Dino Fury on the way. So there's this one image the one image I'm concerned about, and I really should stop. I really need to bookmark that. Was when they used the cannon, after they used the cannon, yeah, when they first morphed. So if I go up here, you see it's a little bit more aggressive. But again, the helmet's tilted down. Again, comics versus the concept versus final design. I'm doing my own interpretation. But I do think I want to position these a little bit slightly more down. See, then that just looks weird. You know what? I'm actually going to shorten... I think I know where they're going with this. So I'm going to shorten the perspective. And angle it a bit more down. And still keep the same... No, you know what? I'm going to stick to my guns on this. But what I am going to do is I'm going to round out this corner slightly. All right. But what I do want to do is I want to add like another leading edge here to represent the front and the side. Yeah, that's better. think that's looking pretty good. Let me get rid of the reference. And then the last thing is I want to do his eye. So I'm gonna kind of freehand this a bit. Yeah, I think that's gonna look awesome. Nice. And you'll see when I add color how this will really pop. All right. Well, I think that's the base shape. I'm going to start to delete some of these guides, and then I'll show you the coloring process. Just make sure my guides are not locked. And then I'm going to delete some of the guides here. Really, I just wanted those like reference points for different heights like I was explaining earlier. Oh god, did I lock that on a layer? I bet I did. Really, I just only need the center line. And the center line of the helmet, which for the Rangers is going to be about there. Or the Turtles, my bad. Alright, I'm going to keep that. Lock this, go back here. Alright, so now you're asking, hey, Eric, what's next? So, like I said earlier, this is a symmetrical design. I'm going to lock the guides again. Gonna group this. Then using the reflect tool, we're going to do that. What's next? What do you mean? What do you mean, what's next? All right. So now I have to essentially join these shapes and merge some of the shapes for the colors to work. Obviously, I need to merge the back. But just to make sure that everything is completely lined up, I'm going to make sure my center line is where I need it to be. And that's at 2 inches. So if I go here, I just double check, make sure that's 2 inches as well. Perfectly symmetrical. All right, something's slightly off. And I'm wondering if I need to make the mouth guard larger. I might need to make the mouth guard larger. Again, it's not a perfect science. You know, it works a lot of the time. Yeah, you know what? That's going to have to widen out a bit. All right, no worries. No worries. Yeah, you know what? That's going to have to be more straight on and a bit wider. Oh, you might ask me, so Eric, what's next? Sorry, I'm not keeping up with chat. Now, the great thing about this is even though I did this, there's a trick that I learned where I believe if I do... Oh, where was it? Oh, I just saw that today too. Is it global? Oh yeah. So global edit. So if I make a change on one side, it's going to reflect on the other. So I went to... Now I missed it. My God, I'm all over the place. Global edit. Where did I have that? Sorry, guys. Oh. Duh. Oh, there's a properties panel. Duh. Okay. Window, start global edit. Anyways, the point is, if I've already done all this work, I can make a change here, and it'll change on both sides. So that's essentially what that was. So if I do ungroup, and then let's say I want to widen this more, it's going to work on both sides. Oh, come on. Let's see, if you get out of global edit, it's not going to work. Shoot. You know what? I think I'm getting tired. I'm not really thinking straight right now. Let's see. But with global edit, I know, here it is, the appearance panel. God, what the hell? Properties panel. I was in the properties panel. Properties. So why don't I see global? Anyways, I don't really want to do all that work again. Start global edit. God, there's not even a shortcut for that. Alright. Essentially. If I do the global edit, it will find... God, see, it's not going to work. I have to have that selection. And I would have to do that every time. Yeah, that's not going to work. God damn it. Alright. God. Alright, you know what? Give me a second. I'm going to be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta get some water. Give me like a couple minutes and I'll return. All right, everyone, I am back. Sorry about that. I was starting to get a little bit of a headache. I needed to recharge my water, take some Tylenol, but I'm back. So, the reason for my frustration is that there's a tool in Photoshop that lets you make changes globally on both sides super easily. And in Illustrator, they did not make that super intuitive. So I'm just going to make the changes on one side and just repeat the process. Not a big deal. I was just getting a little bit frustrated with myself because... So what I really want to do is like this. And now I'm going to have to change a couple of those. Yeah, in Photoshop, actually, let me bring it up, CV. Yeah, it's basically a mirror. Like whatever changes you make on one side, you can reflect and change it on the other. And in Illustrator, it's global edit, but Photoshop makes it a lot easier. So let's say, if I had a blank canvas, I was just like, whatever. And if I brought out the paint, you see there's this little butterfly here. And if I did vertical symmetry, it draws a line for you. You know, which I can expand to fill the canvas. And then when I paint here, it reflects. Hit People Guy, welcome to the chat. So the cool thing here is like, oh yeah, I could do whatever I want. And it shows up. Well, even though it's both Adobe, you would think they would have something similar for Illustrator. Well, they don't. And people have come up with a couple of workarounds. And the global edit feature, like I turn it on, but once I move that selection or once I click away from it, it turns the global edit off. And so I can't move individual points. So that's a frustrating thing. So in this canvas, I could, create whatever design and it shows up. And it also works as horizontal. So, you do your axis or whatever. And there you go. So in Photoshop, it's like super cool. Oh my God, Hit People Guy, how did you do? Wow. Bro, you're crazy. I love you, man. You're absolutely insane and you're the best. All right. But you get my point. In Photoshop, super easy. And I'm thinking, oh, well, Adobe must, have that globally across anything. And no. So I'm going to have to play around with that, but I'm going to do my own thing and re-edit this. Which actually, now that I think about it, I may want to just reconnect these completely. So... Nope. All right. Then go into my stroke. I do not need that panel. Boom, hide that. Well, yeah. Hit People Guy, yes, I can copy and flip it, and I have the reflect tool for that. I was doing that earlier, but I realized that I had to make some changes here, so that's essentially what I'm doing. Like, once I'm done with the final shape, then I'm going to copy and reflect, and then just join the points. So No worries there. That's exactly the process I'm doing. But I just wanted to try out a new feature that apparently doesn't exist. Oh, is that not connected? No, don't tell me I didn't connect it. All right. Easy fix, easy fix. Oh no. Make sure I've got that line. There we go. Close the path. Oh yeah, the crossover is completely done, over with. It was 5 issues. The soft cover collection, which I have here, was released last month, a couple months back. But here it is, in all its crossover glory. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a whole heck of a lot. That's for sure. What happened to my music again? Yeah, definitely pick it up. It was a really good read. It was a heck of a lot of fun. I really enjoyed what Ryan Parrott did for that one. It was really a blast. It was a heck of a lot of fun. Oh, mostly speaking Sentai James is in the chat. Thank you, buddy. Oh, I didn't even switch my scene. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm like, yeah. I'll probably wrap this up once I finish the colors. So probably got another half hour for this. But yeah. Champy. Oh my god. You guys are nuts. God, this really looks like almost looks like Optimus Prime or something. One shall stand and one shall fall. Ooh, James is lurking while working. You love to see it. I think this is pretty much done. I want to. You know what? I'm actually gonna change one more thing, I think, on this. And make this curve a little less aggressive on the bottom here. Yeah. And this one is definitely coming over this way. And this needs to be a bit wider. That's what was wrong with it. And you know what? This doesn't need to be a curve at all. Yeah, this doesn't need to be a curve. This follows this curve to here. Yeah, I think that should about do it. Yeah, I like that better. All right, perfect. That's really what I wanted. Cuz this is more of like a curved part right there. All right. Let me join this, and yeah, let's do that. So again, I'm just gonna group. It was already grouped. Take my reflect tool. Oh, you know what? I'm such a dork. So I can take the pivot point. Whoa, why won't it let me change the pivot point? Oh no. It should let me change the... There we go. So if I change the pivot point right to the center, and then, whoop, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. I think we got it, you guys. I think we got it. Now I just need to merge the shapes, and we can start colorizing this. Nice, nice. All right, I'm back. I'm back, baby. People guys said that would be perfect for my giant melon to wear. I've got a big head too. I cannot fit into that Shadow Ranger helmet, and it's killing me inside. Yeah, this is it. This is it. All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty about making these shapes connected. So, really easy. Just gonna hit Control J to join. Whoa, not what I wanted to do. Because I'm gonna have to ungroup it first. So once I hit Control J for join, it makes it one shape. Now for a shape that's already closed off, like the visor here, yeah. The helmet, it's not good. I tried wearing it and I thought I was gonna completely bust my face. It's not great. So for a shape like this, oh, make sure I'm grabbing the right thing. So for a shape like this, I actually have to go into the Pathfinder over here and hit merge. Oh, come on. Because you know what? It's perfectly centered, that's why. You butthole. Alright, 1 second. So in order for that to work, you know what? I'm going to have to remove this part. And then this part. And now I should be able to join it. Oh, come on. Ah, boy. You bastard. Alright. Have to do this the hard way. Ah, come on. Like, I don't want to do that, because if I do a millimeter off... This thing is such a butthole. And then I do this. .999. And now I should be able to do it, but it's not going to be centered. What are you talking about? Ugh. This should be working. Oh, now you work? Are you for real? Now you work. Sometimes. Yeah, it worked. No, it didn't, because the stupid line's still there. Alright, I'm gonna have to finish this later. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm not gonna be able to color this tonight. I'm getting frustrated. So I guess tune in for the second part of Mighty Morphin and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Sunday. And I'm gonna figure out what the heck is going on with this, because for whatever reason this is not working for me. But I'll throw down the basic color for this. And if I go to Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Yeah, so let me save this. If you guys are still up to catch some streams, let me see who I can raid. And that will be it. I really appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me tonight on such short notice. Thanks to all the followers. Again, if you want to tune in for the rest of that, be sure to hit up me on Sunday when we'll do maybe a couple more of these helmets. Yeah, I hope everyone stays safe. Let's see what channel we can raid. Let me see who's even live right now on Twitch. Because sometimes the raid button doesn't... Oh, you know what? We'll raid core winning. So yeah, let me go back. Yeah, it doesn't show me. That's weird. Core winning. So I'm gonna raid Corwin. He's over at Marshland Media with This Movie's Gay podcast, and yeah, we're gonna raid his stream. So send him some love. Check out his stream, and we'll go from there. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone.